Hello friends, we are back in the galley today. We are working on a project that's going to make our ovens both safer and easier to maintain. Let me show you about this new product. Okay, so for some of you this may be something you're already familiar with. It was not something that Amanda and I were familiar with until we stayed at an Airbnb where we found these already installed in the oven. So it is a no-mess oven liner that is non-stick and heat resistant up to 500 degrees. Now there's lots of different brands and different styles, but the idea is pretty much the same. We don't really know much about like one brand over the other. We chose one that we liked that was rated for what we needed. There will be directions inside whatever product you order, and it should give you directions on how to handle it depending upon the type of oven you have. Our oven is an electric range, and our heating element is visible. Now, unlike many ovens that you may have or ranges that you might have in a land-based kitchen, our element is mounted with screws to the base to keep it from moving around while we're underway. So we will have to modify ours a little bit extra to add slits to go around the mounts. So it comes rolled. It's sort of feels almost like a canvasy type material that's, I guess, been treated with some sort of flame resistance and a Teflon nonstick to make it easy to clean. Of course, with our smaller oven, we are going to have to cut it to size. So we're going to get some measurements. Now, according to the manufacturer, this material can be cut with normal scissors. So we're going to get our scissors out, and we're just going to make some marks with our Sharpie and then try and get this cut out to size. Now we've made our mark, but since this is sort of a canvas type material, I'm just going to line up the bottom and we're just going to crease it. This will make our cut line a lot easier because with the Teflon nonstick, the Sharpie doesn't even really want to stay on this. So this way we have a line to kind of cut with on the scissors. Due to the rigidness of the material, that cut very nicely, so I'm very pleased with that. Now you need to get the depth marked so we can do the same for the depth. Now for this manufacturer, they say it's not supposed to touch the walls of the oven or the door, so we cut it just shy. And I made my mark right there. A little hard to see, just because the non-stick coating really does make it even hard for the marker to stay on. And we're just going to do the same process, creasing it and cutting it. Okay, so I made my slits. The mounts don't sit exactly even, so I then marked where the mount kind of sits, and we're going to make some slots for it to sort of conform around the mount that holds the element in place. And we're going to see how this fits now. Okay, it took a small amount of fiddling around the mounting points, but we finally got it in, and as you can see, it doesn't touch the walls, doesn't touch the back, doesn't interfere with the door or touch the door. And this should make it so we never have to clean out the bottom of the oven. Anytime this gets dirty, you just take it out after it cools, and then you can rinse it with warm soapy water, flush it clean, and then put it right back in. If it should get damaged or stained to the point that we want to replace it, this one did come with two, so we'll be able to use the other one as a replacement for this one, or as a mid-level rack you can cook directly on the mat, they say. I've not tried that yet. That may be something we explore down the future. Now to move on to the other safety issue. This one improves the maintenance. Let's look at the safety issue. Now, I don't know about you guys, I'm a little clumsy when I cook sometimes. and I'm often very focused on the food and not thinking about how hot these oven racks get. So how many times I've reached in and tried to adjust a position of a pizza in the oven or a casserole or something, or turn it, and I reach in with my hand in the pot holder and catch my arm on the rack. So that's where these silicone, food grade silicone liners come into play. They are made of this cool little opening here, so you kind of wrap it around the wire. Now this oven's a little different. It doesn't have just the solid front. We also have these raised pieces to kind of keep the items from sliding around and crashing into the glass. Kind of slow things down if it's, you know, swiveling while it's gimbling. So I think we're going to have to cut one of these down to kind of try and go around these edges as well. So I'm going to see what that looks like. Okay, so I played around with a couple different ways of doing this. Tried going the full scalloped edge here, and this stuff does not want to conform to a curve. It's made to go on a straight line. So I found that if I kept it to 3 or 4 ridges, I could get it to conform over the end here, which is where you'd be most likely to encounter a burn. So we're going to try and go with that using just a pair of cable cutters. And we just count out the 4 edges, the 4 rings, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then cut. Okay, and there you can see fully installed. It doesn't touch the glass. There's plenty of clearance. And with the rack in place, it's very unlikely that I'll burn my arm on this. If there is a way though, I'm sure I'll find it. Thank you all for checking out this video. Hopefully you found something useful, maybe in your own kitchen back home. We are certainly excited to have the new oven and with the oven liner to keep it clean, and I do think those silicone wraps are going to keep us a lot safer while we're prepping our food underway. We are real excited with launch date closing in. Really appreciate you guys visiting here. If you found anything useful, please remember to leave a like. And if you want to follow along, we should be launching in the next few weeks. So if that is something you might be interested in following along, remember hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you can be notified. Thanks for watching, and we appreciate you. Be kind to yourself this week, and we will see you next time.